just force away from that AA ult. Name of the game is avoid it. You're going to be fine.
I still feel weird about their team fight when I look at Admiral in
Wow.
comparison.
Ooh, a puck.
A puck?
Not a
That's
hero we
great.
see
Dude,
a
it's
lot.
AA puck.
It's so good
so much
versus
damage.
And versus Necro Morphling too. It's like the silence is actually incredible this game.
Yep, I love that pick. It's going to be an Abed Puck, man. I remember back in, I want to say like a year and a half ago, there was a period of time where Puck was a first two hero every game in North America. Abed, very adept at playing the hero. AA Puck used to be one of those incredible openers because it's very open, so much damage. Coil, drop the Vortex, and all of a sudden Puck's doing near like 1,000 damage in a spell combo. Really like the choice here. They have no real way to kill him. Love it.
So, Admiral, they're one game down. If they lose here, they're eliminated. And I would like to hear from you guys what they need to do to prevent that from happening. Owen?
Maybe go back and try a different. I don't know. I've got to agree with everything Carl says there. I think he's absolutely right.
I think
the puck, doesn't, you know, a hero that we don't see a lot, but in this sort of situation, it really just seems like a hero that just fundamentally what this hero can offer, and the fact that you've got sort of this setup now for not only so the Ice Blast, but this Gyro IO that we know Fnatic is so strong with. It's going to be another rough one for Admiral.
I feel like clock needs to pop off.
Yep. Fnatic will have damage issues if Admiral gets BKBs up, but I feel like they can play with enough tempo, especially with the Whisper relocates, they're going to be able to maintain a lead and then just control the map and find kills a lot easier. But if clock goes off, if the Lich's impact really snowballs their laning phase, Admiral could take it a lot more even than the last game, but I would still give Fnatic the edge.
All right, so an entire panel favoring Fnatic here in the second game of the best of three. It's time to find out what our commentators think about this second game. It is over to Capitalist and Grant.
Well, Sheever, I don't have many thoughts of my own because I'm not a very smart guy, but luckily we have Cap here. And Cap, I gotta be honest, they love this Fnatic draft, but IOAA doesn't seem like the strongest support duo, and I thought Puck was considered one of the 10 worst heroes in the game.
Yeah. These are one of those drafts that really makes me it reminds me of why I love Dota so much, because the complexity of the game offers these sort of opportunities where you don't see a ton of Clockwork, and I look at this Clockwork pickup and I'm like, huh, it's actually a great Clockwork game. Yeah. It could be one of the rare core Clockwork games. That sounds excellent. I thought that was going to be the most surprising thing about the draft. Then we get something even more surprising. Mid-Puck is back in the pool, and it's an amazing game for the Puck as well. So, I mean, just look at it. He's dealing with like a projectile stun in the Vengeful Spirit. Clockwork you deal with really well. There's no threat for the Puck whatsoever. He is, Abed is going to have a very free game in that regard. And it is going to be, I think, very tough for Admiral to be able to contend with that, especially given how dominant Abed was in Game 1.
And it is going to be the Venge offlane. Do you like that more than the Clockwork in this game? Clockwork is going to be 4.
I mean, I thought
30 seconds to
I thought a Clockwork with a fast blade mail up against the Wisp, again, these supports really do not like Clockwork. The Gyrocopter doesn't like Clockwork with an early blade mail. Centaur doesn't even like Clockwork until he gets like an Aghanim Scepter, and then he can just run over the cogs, as does his teammates. But, well, I guess it's a better hero to be able to kind of secure the laning phase, maybe for this top lane.
It does look to be actually a little bit of fighting. It looks like Dire is going to come away with 3 of the 4 runes here. No, they're going to come away with 4 of 4 runes, pardon me. The Clockwork does end up getting it. That's a pretty damn good start, especially with a Lich on your team denying a creep, and it's a ton of gold denied already.
So they're winning already in gold and experience.
They're doing it.
They have done it, and they're going to try and go for maybe a courier pickoff as well.
Yep.
We'll see this mid matchup. I can't imagine this goes well for Morphling.
Yeah.
Just because the harassment damage.
Doesn't want to dive the tower for that chicken. Definitely could have killed the chicken, but he would have fed first blood.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he wants to. And now top lane, a lot of damage being done, and he goes heal first. He's getting right-click down. You see the extra damage coming out from them chilly willy fingers, and that is so much damage.
How did he let himself get in range of that stomp? It must have been, as you said.
They're just kind of, it feels like they're just running into it now. He's gonna, oh man, that is, dude, cogs are so bad. Now I just want to say, I was one of the few heroes I actually played at a decent level, and this hero is just, now that it takes 2 hits at like every level, Cogs are just, it's not a spell.
All right,
a lot of pro players think it's not a spell.
I've got a bigger problem with
Go.
it, which is,
Shoot.
why in the world can you right-click Cogs as a melee hero? Why can you do that?
What do you
And just not get hit by the Cogs? Your range is longer than the actual pushback of the Cogs. And then you can actually farm gold off of Cogs.
It's a good play. I mean, it's just a bad ability. I've literally talked to a lot of pro players that say, hey, he's not a hero because he doesn't have an ability. He literally has 3 abilities is what people say now.
Yeah.
Which feels pretty bad. And oh, nice deny there, though. That is the range creep. Now Allison doing some good right-clicking adaptive strike. It is 7-4 versus 4-3, though, and Radiant's Courier is going to go down. Sentry Ward, I believe, is running down bottom. Well, look at this. I mean, Dire's getting the team advantage, right? 4 bounty runes, as well as a chicken kill. That's a ton of team gold.
Yeah, if they hadn't lost their Necrophos so early.
Look at this.
Bit unfortunate there, but they do manage to pull the lane back, which is really important.
Yeah, it is.
And the Necrophos should be able, like, overall, he should be able to farm well in this lane. Like, he just shouldn't die that often. So
don't go to melee range of the creeps. Obviously, you want to like get up there. Oh, I'm gonna nuke the range. You got to be a little more careful of that in this lane.
I can only presume that he probably got slowed out from the chilly fingers of the Ancient Apparition, and that was enough to close that gap. So hopefully he'll be more careful. Wondering how this lane does. Lich, Vengeful Spirit, Core against the Gyro Wisp. I mean, you already have a Wisp who's going to be playing a lot in lane. If they can stop the pulls and make sure they get the experience advantage that they should get with the Lich, then I would imagine this is kind of a decent lane.
Yeah, the problem is, once again, Fnatic, like, MP's fine with this. He's like, you know, I'm not getting the most. There's a Lich here whose stun is going to fly out. Won't get him a kill, but saves jabs. It's more, MP knows he's probably going to lose this lane, right? You're against the Lich, but you get this pull-up, you're just going to occasionally farm, just don't die, and now jabs right-clicking, but he's fine. Just going to pop his healing salve.
Look at the Clockwork, just kind of like trying to wrap around this tower. He's really looking for that Ancient Apparition kill. Wants it bad. I don't think they really need to try that hard for it, especially before level 3. Like, such a big power spike for Clockwork. Get that 2nd level in Battery Assault.
And Abed gets a regen rune bottom. One of the few heroes, you know, he just throws out his ability, gets back to lane immediately, wastes no time, and now he's full HP, full mana, and this Morphling is technically winning the lane right now, but here's the big thing. He's going to have to fly out some more regen because this is a full everything puck, but MP, one more auto attack. Oh, the Fairy Fire from DJ. Ton of heal there.
And they're going to turn around and get a lot of damage on this Lich.
It's not a kill. Is that enough?
They just need to be able to get the vision of him.
They need it. Does he have balls up? No, not for 15 now. Instead, they're going to go for the Venge. That would be an even better kill. Stun is going to fly out. They might find neither of them, though. Nice dodge by the Lich there. Oh, they're still pinging like this, guys.
I'm not sure if Lich has the mana.
Nah, he's running far. Oh, he's suiciding to tier 1.
Ah, smart. Nice. That's the excellent play. He does give the gold to NP, but
not much.
It's still gonna it's still an advantage just to be able to kind of reset the lane, just be able to come back in full health, full mana. I think they want to be able to keep the pressure up in the laning phase. They can't afford for the Lich to be gone for that long.
It is a little bit weird suiciding the Lich, but they are gonna find jabs here, and this should be a kill. You do see him just Battery Assault and right click flying from the Necro. That is the one good thing. Clockwork versus AA, probably like his favorite like support versus support matchup.
Morphling, I think went home, TP'd back in, and
very even middle though.
Still very even in CS, yeah. I thought this was going to be a little bit worse for the Morphling, just because I thought he wouldn't be able to stay on that full agility against the Puck's harassment. Probably one of the better heroes for it, right? The animation's really good, stuff like that.
Ooh, the Cold Feet will freeze. He's going to continue to chase. Is he going to pop the Shrine? He is. I think that's fine. Usually I'm not a big fan of supports doing it, but it's a solo kill. You do not want to give Clockwork an early level 6 in this game.
Yeah, and if you're Boomy, you're happy too, right? You forced out the Shrine
and he got the rune.
Yeah.
So it is another 3-for-1 rune actually for Dire. So they're doing a great job of just getting all these runes, keeping the gold in their favor. But we see no one really going ahead right now. No one's just like completely dominating a lane like last game where we just saw it was looking bad. It's very even throughout the board.
Yeah, here it's going to be all about like when Fnatic hit their timings with a Blink Dagger on Puck, and they have also the Stampede. They have a lot of really good setup for the aggressive relocate in with the gyrocopters. So there's a lot of opportunities in that regard. And that'll be when Fnatic either dominate the game and look to close it out, or Admiral just kind of like weather the storm.
Yep. And that is a nice one. Not only they get the kill on DJ, he gets the haster and can run right back to lane. And Admiral is looking a lot better this game. I mean, this could be one, right? You kind of got beat down hard. You could just absolutely crumble and lose a second game, but they take a very nice early lead here. Necro farming well, Morphling farming actually insanely well middle. And the Venge isn't falling behind yet. Usually we see Venges, they just lose the lane and they're useless. No comeback mechanic on that hero.
Yeah, it is really important that this core offlane Vengeful Spirit has a good laning phase. It seems to be going really well for them so far. The Necrophos, I think, is also really important in the regard that they really need a pipe for this game, I think. There's a lot of magic damage burst coming out from Fnatic.
It's going to be the double glyph. Looks like they were thinking about diving bottom, actually. Can't quite do it. Now, just going to be farming under this. Look at the Sender. He's going to be farming here, and it is a level 6 Necro. He needs to be careful. He does not have mana. He has the hood, as you see. Tough to do damage, but gonna slowly get his mana back with these last hits.
I like the pressure that they're putting in here, Admiral. Especially as the Siege Wagon comes in too, they've just got a ton of damage.
And look at this, they're gonna continue to tank for it. I like this.
I'm not sure if you can really tank this entire time though.
Oh yeah, now, uh-oh. Gotta be careful. One TP could definitely make their lives hell up here, but
the Shrine is not up, so I feel like in a way that now they're just going to lose their clockwork for the laning phase.
But it feels like at least if the Necro gets a couple last hits here, he'll be full HP man, and he can kind of deal with this lane 2v1 if he doesn't overplay.
Yeah, for sure.
Now Puck, this is the lane. Man, Abed, he's still technically losing this middle lane to the Morphling. Is getting farm, going for the Veil first. I assume it's just, what, Veil, Blink,
yeah, I think you just go Veil Blink. The Veil is mega value. And I think in general, you want to have that kind of extra damage item for the Puck, because I think so often you just fall a little bit short in solo kill potential. And then, again, the Blink Dagger for the initiation, just coil somebody, they're going to relocate in on top of it with the Gyrocopter. Yeah, the Ice Blast coming in as well. There's so many things, and it's going to be very difficult. Admiral do have a very good save mechanism. I think it was the only real thing they could do. There's very few offlaners that would be able to give you a good save mechanism. I think Omni Knight would maybe be the other one, but you have this Venge swap. You just say, take someone out of the coil. They're going to take a lot of damage, but at least they may not be hit by the Ice Blast or be out of position for the relocate.
Nice dodge there, but I don't think Allison really cares at this point. He's got the Arcane Rune. He's just spamming out spells, and look at, they know Jab's just committed middle. This top lane could be in a lot of trouble because of that. And that's the problem. You're on the map now. Ice does get his level 6, has a hood. He's actually going to throw an ulti to get MP to kill bottom. They're going to go for another one. Does get the slow as well. And then this Venge looks pretty damn tanky, though. TP is going to come in for Morph. Will he cancel? Yep. Not going to go. And honestly, I'm pretty sure, I mean, you get the kill there, but Admiral, I'm sure, is still happy. Top lane going pretty damn well. Bottom lane going well. That's the thing, right? Lich is almost always going to win you that lane bottom.
Yeah. I like that Ice uses that Stampede. Like, he used it for bottom lane, but he still made sure that he used it on his hero as well to be able to pull the creeps off the tower. Yeah. And if you're Admiral in that situation, what you're looking to do is just try and keep the Centaur out of range of the creeps entirely, take this offlane tower as soon as possible, and then you can rotate this Necrophos down to the bottom lane.
They talked about it last game on the panel, but once Fnatic got BKBs, it was going to be really hard to get, you know, damage out. But on this game, it feels like if Admiral gets BKBs, what does Fnatic really have against those?
Yeah, it's definitely a game where you want to see Vengeful Spirit with the BKB. I'm not sure if, like, Necrophos goes for it.
I don't think
it's just weird, right? Yeah. You can't use Ghost Shroud while you're BKB, but it's such a value item that that's the only reason we're talking about it, right?
Yeah. I mean, because and people are like, well, what about Puck at 25? Have you seen the rapid fire talent? That is just absolute trash. I thought it'd be like Wind Ranger. I'm like, this guy's going to put in work, and it's like, oh, never mind, just trash. Yeah. Absolute trash.
You have to have like so many damage items for it to look decent.
It is actually awful. I never realized how bad it was until I saw it in use. And well, Rocket is going to fly out on the Lich. Slow will come. Centaur is going to ulti for bottom, but it looks like they might get it. Ooh, the Chain Frost goes down. He will make it away. And a blast going to fly, and this Lich is going to go down. There's the blast, and Abed's down here. The Venge will die to the Coil Snap. That Coil Snap, a ton of damage, obviously, does none when you go right on, but when it breaks, it's a lot. Ice going to get run down here. That cold feet isn't going to proc. He's just going to keep chasing here. Can the Necro... Oh, 5 seconds for the Reaper, but look at that. Ice Vortex slowing them all down. I think he's going to be okay here. Oh, that's not...
That's not quite enough damage, but maybe it's enough of a slow?
Still
not going to catch up.
Oh, that's such a good play too, thinking about it.
Yeah.
He just hits the shrine, gets the mana, and then whiffs the hook. Another good play. I think Ice knew that was going to happen. That's what makes him such a good player. He knows the other good play is going to happen.
And Alice rotated down through the river too to try and catch him. And they lose mid tower as a result.
And that's just... Right, you're still up 1,000 on Admiral. They still are up in this game. Necro is going to go middle here, but just clears the creep wave and gets out. Wow. Yeah, that's a costly rotation from the Morphling. He is still 3rd in the net worth chart, so not the worst. But now bottom tower is taking a ton of damage. They have the ice armor, which slows it down quite a bit. But this game for sure, I could see...
Need to get the swap.
Just throws that wave tear, but look at that move speed. Too much. Oh, wait. He actually slows down right there. Got to be careful. No hook shot from the Clockwork, and the orbs will hit. They kill the Rock, but look who's here at top, but he's going to hit the double quill. They instantly die, and the AA is not going to hit, but it will go over him, so they have enough damage. They can definitely get it. He's going to go for it. Oh, they're going to TP in. Well, no, just DJ. Hello. Orb will fly out. Fairy Fire does get popped. He's just running, but will finally get taken down, and MP actually gets the kill. He's happy about that. And wow, that is a quick triple kill. And you see the AoE lockdown. If you overcommit, you get coiled, you're in a bad spot.
Yeah, they were just so focused on still trying to make that work because they made the rotation with multiple heroes. They really wanted to be able to find that kill, but they knew the puck was in that area anyway, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Uh-oh, Jabs is just going to try to run away. Obviously, oops, swap back. And that is a little follow-up kill, but Ice is just farming top. And well, Fnatic has their first lead of the game right now. And you do have this IO gyro. That's the biggest thing too. They chased after an IO gyro. Like one of the I'm pretty sure you never want to chase after an IO, especially when the tier 1's still up.
Yeah, it's pretty much like if you don't get the swap initially, then leave. That's not a fight that you can take anymore.
Yeah, just you already committed 3 heroes, but it's not worth it, you know, just accept the loss there, but instead they lose all 3 heroes, and now Abed, he's toying with the MP, gets the kill bottom. Looks like they're going for more. Will they find this Venge? Will they find this Necro? Looks like MP, no. He's going to end up going down. That's going to be a long death. AA Blast going to fly in. Ooh, hits on both of them. Gets a kill. Do they have any stuns up? Don't need it. Hits him with the double edge and just destroys him. And man, this AA is doing so much. He has not missed an ulti yet, is the biggest thing. He is just slaughtering him, with obviously with Centaur as well as Puck. It's pretty easy to hit him, but he's doing a good job.
They've got very good setup, but even that last team fight, I think Fnatic's doing a really good job baiting out these situations as well.
Well, we are probably going to see a Spirit Vessel coming out of that IO. I mean, super value, right, for yourself as well as against that Morph. You get Spirit Vessel plus the AA Blast on that Morphling, he is just going to melt.
Yeah. What I do really like, so the change to Coil that happened a while back is that it now does more damage when it breaks, but less damage when you initially put it on people.
Yeah.
And so what you really want for a good puck team is you want to have ways to push them out, maybe physically, or even just have enough overwhelming amount of damage that it forces them to try and run away. And here, like, Gyrocopter is a great example of that, with the Wisp coming in, and then the Centaur as well, just kind of like closing that gap. Ice Blast is a third.
That's the thing.
Skill that Fnatic have for that.
Ooh, it is going to be, this is a giant rune fight. Stun is going to fly out. The IO will be on the gyro. Will the gyro drop quick enough? Swap back in. MP still alive, but the tether's broken because of a nice swap. And now Ice in a little bit of trouble, but Abed instantly...
Oh, look at the top hit!
Oh my goodness, and Abed blows them all up. The Ice Vortex there. And now they're going to try to chase them. Popped ulti, and I believe you just overextended once more. And well, I think Kyle said it the best. Ice Vortex plus Puck equals a lot of damage. Holy smokes.
They could not be more grouped up for that. I mean, they were thinking to themselves, like,
oh my
even
God.
if the Ice Blast is coming out, right, like, we're just running over Fnatic, so it's fine. But the Puck, Abed, you just saw the opportunity of a lifetime.
And that is... it's just a full team wipe right there. You lost MP, but he's like, whatever. I mean, he is their only late game carry, to be fair.
Yes.
They get him. But, I mean, Abed's going to get that 420 gold per minute if he keeps this up, and he can definitely become a late-game hero.
You can't miss this hook shot.
And he doesn't. Nicely done there. Should be able to get him no mana there. DJ getting right click. There's the mana, but won't matter. Reaper Scythe comes in.
I really like that Reaper Scythe.
Me too.
The reason being that the hero was 100% dead. Yes, there's no question of that. But it takes the Wisp away from the Gyrocopter duo for almost a full minute. And that's really nice. That really decreases the power that Fnatic have on the map. Fnatic wants to play really fast like they're doing right now on that Morphling, just blowing them up with these 2 cores.
Well, pretty easy. And as you said, Abed, I mean, Puck is considered a pretty bad hero, but when you have a game like this and you have a player like Abed, he's going to make it work. And ooh, Rocket is going to scout out 2 of them. We know he doesn't have hook shot, just saw it on the IO, so they can't really commit anything. A blast.
That Reaper Scythe, especially, those heroes are too tanky to go on behind the tower and such. Be really hard to root them out. Abed's just going to get more burst damage with the Dagon pretty soon.
Someone move, I mean, Admiral, they were doing a great job. We are going to see, look at this replay. Here they go, Ice, looking at me. He's like, please follow me. Please do it. 5 of them running up the hill directly together. Instantly dead. My God. Ice Vortex.
4-man combo, man.
We also didn't really talk about, though, the Morphling is against Gyro, right? Which is pretty nice. Yep. He gets the free fly. I guess we didn't really talk about that, but they got to get the Morphling. It was just like last game. He has to find farm, and right now he is 5th on net worth.
Yeah, we're not seeing the same way. You know how like Ame played, and he would always challenge the Gyrocopter. He would actually just go into the Gyrocopter's lane really early. We're not seeing that out of Allison.
He's just farming.
Yeah, and Allison's style was actually pretty aggressive when he was on Bloodseeker and such, but it seems like he's falling back with this Morphling. He's falling back into more natural kind of carrying, where he's just sitting back and farming quite a lot. And maybe it is to their detriment. I don't know.
Ooh, on the backside, Ice is going to find what it is going to be the Clockwork. His ult to use. Chain Frost's going to fly in, but it will bounce once only over to Jabs. They want to bring on this Necro, but he gets the Ghost Shroud off. And they're going to back out. Here comes Allison now, wants to join the fight. They ping him out. They know he's here. We'll see if they just want to get back. Do they want to go back in? He gets the stun. There comes the AA blast. Guess what? You're not going to heal yourself, my friend. But that's a full Dagon gone. Courier does die. But he has a Dagon. That is not, well, he will in about 3 minutes. But that is a pretty early Dagon.
Yeah, that is.
The
Vengeful Spirit.
Was that Puck's? I assume, yeah. Who else would it be? I hope it's not Centaur's.
Yeah,
God.
he was God. Ice, next meta. I'm not sure what Bokarina really does from this point. He's been farming a lot.
He wants to go for this, but...
And I'm not convinced that Shadowblade actually gives you solo kill potential against any of the cores. So pretty much he can just hunt down supports with this. It'll be really nice if he can get to the back line and catch the Wisp.
Which is tough, though, because, right, the Wisp will always be with the Gyro. He can find him on the back. If he kills him quick enough, it could be good, but yeah, DJ is getting items. Jabs is playing the hard 5. Ooh, he gets the Ghost Shroud off again. AA Blast going to fly in. Won't be able to get healed. Reaper Scythe will just slow down MP. That's about it. See you later, Necro. Stun's going to fly out, and this bench is just locked down in place. Same with the Clockwork. They blow him up. Clockwork, I believe you are in the wrong position. Boomy is going to go down here as well. He's trying to kite around. Gets the hook out. He's going for MP, but won't be able to find him. Abed unstoppable. 10K net worth for the Puck. His Dagon isn't even on him yet. Dude, oh my god, he doesn't even have like his best item right now, and he's just running over him.
Fnatic was already like the fastest team here when it comes to play, and they're just moving around the map. And a lineup like this is obviously going to make them look even better because they're very low cooldown, high mobility, so they are just instantly going to get on top of you. So Admiral really needs to be able to get the right kind of vision to see these rotations ahead of time and play like very reactively in that regard. They have to be able to play behind people, but unfortunately they just don't really have like pretty much any vision on the map right now. It's like a bunch of very defensive vision, but they're not actually scouting the rotations that are occurring.
I'm gonna pick up that tome. Abed just running away. That's saying, as you said, that they really have nothing to lock him down unless he stuns out of Shadowblade and there's no quick reaction by Abed. It almost feels like he's never going to die at this point. Yeah. And he's not even going defensive items. All he has is he's got a Blink Dagon and a Veil. BKB next for Venge.
look how far forward Jabs is, but they've got some serious rotation coming in behind him.
Not even gonna try. Oh my god, he dodges the wave of terror, then goes down. Looks like they still will find him. Hits the double ice blast, but will die. Nice little juke, but top lane, Ice just pushing in with the catapult, and this is gonna be a free tier 2.
You see this very often, is that Ice will play really far forward in lane, and they'll have one support on the side of Fnatic play very far forward on the other side. And for teams like tier 2 teams sort of thing, they're going to have a hard time adjusting that, because what they're inevitably going to do is they're going to over-rotate heroes for one of these kills.
Yeah, it is. Gyro in a little bit trouble, but the BKB gets popped. He has it nice and early on the backside. Ice is here. Chain Frost just bouncing around to the creeps. The Lich should be the first one to drop. Will MP takes him down. Oh, Venge goes down as well, and that BKB so nice. And oh, hits it. Do they have a stun? They do. Ice with the blink over. A 3 for 0, and this is starting to get. Oh, he veiled before the coil. I think he would have hit it if he just coiled.
Yeah, maybe.
And that even Jabs hits him with the tip. He's like, come on, you're better than that.
And now this Clockwork is going to look super sad, because he was already going to be pretty bad versus the Puck.
Ice armor, is it enough to save him? We're going to find out. No blink dagger up for 5, and yeah, earns up.
He wants it. Ice is chasing on the side as well.
Nah, he's dead. That's just too much. I mean, Veil plus Ice Vortex when it is there.
Yeah.
Actually, that is. When Kyle said that, I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, it's decent damage, but it's Puck. And now I'm like, okay, it's a lot better than decent damage.
And Ice Vortex, I think, is kind of an overlooked spell in general, because it was so bad early on.
Yeah.
But
Oh, they find another. And it's going to be a pretty easy kill up on that Morphling. And right now, Fnatic is just smothering him.
Every single time a core shows up, it's dead.
Yeah, look at there. Again, Rocket hits. Ice gets the stomp, gets the kill. And man, Admiral was winning this from like the 1 to 10 minute mark, and then it was that overextension twice bottom right by the tier 1, and then that 5-man or the 4-man coil Ice Vortex. Wow. And Fnatic, I mean, it's crazy to say, but they honestly, they look right up there with PSG. LGD is the best team here.
Admiral, they can't even like 5-man into Fnatic, because obviously Fnatic's 5-man is so much stronger. Nice deny from Mooney.
I mean, you got to get it. I mean, they're 12k down already, but you stop that team gold from going around.
Aghanim Scepter plus the level 3 Stampede for Ice. So now you've got survivability against the Reaper Scythe. You can just, everybody can ignore Clockwork now. They can just walk over the cogs. It's tough.
This is very tough. You just look at the net worth chart. It is 3 Radiant cores, all in the 5 digits, and then the next 3 are dire, but a lot lower. Ooh, Will. Nope, already gone. And yeah, it feels like he's just hunting this Puck, but it's not really working out. Instead of maybe hunting, like I feel like instead of 5-manning that AA like we've seen, don't you just put the Venge on the AA duty? It feels like that's the one hero he can solo kill. And AA has been farming alone a lot.
Yeah, and the weird part is that he doesn't have enough damage solo, I think, to be able to kill the Puck.
Yeah. Because
he's actually got a little bit of armor and such against the physical damage that's going to come after the stun. So he needs somebody else to come in with him, but...
Yeah. Well, smoke up here. Blink forward. Oh, no, Puck. He is just going to drop so damn quick. And you can't just sit inside your base. You're going to lose that. They're trying to make space. They're just going to pick up. Oh, and the coil's going to come. Here we go. IO, as well as Gyro, going to say hello. I don't think that TP is going to work because DJ has Dust. And that's the biggest thing. Always carry Dust as support, or even a core. I think that's the biggest thing. Even if you're a core, don't be a cheapskate.
I love how quickly Fnatic always moves out. They spread out as soon as they find a pickoff like that. Abed, I'm not even sure if he participated in the Clockwork kill. He immediately just started running into the dire jungle, just hoping to find somebody else, because he knows that pretty much anybody they catch is a guaranteed win team fight. You're this far ahead with a lineup like this that scales so quickly into 20 minutes and just incredibly strong team fight. Great burst damage, great control.
And look at that, they get the Roshan, but not even that. Abed, he steals one of the bounty runes bottom, and they get 2 of them top. Just so much gold. Allison will end up bringing that, man, 25 minutes in. The tier 1 finally falls. Now Abed, level 20, getting close to that 25. Oh my god, he is going to be so rich.
I'm not really convinced that the fast Radiance was the build for the Necro. I think they really did need Pipe, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. If you had Pipe, you'd still be losing the fight, so maybe the Radiance, since he did go that route, will help him get to those later levels and those full 6-slotted carry items that he's going to need.
Yeah, gonna be tough. It feels like, you know, now they have the Aegis. It looks like they just want to push bottom. You win one team fight, they might just start running over your base again like we saw last game. And they're gonna try. They're just gonna straight up push.
You've got the level 15 talent for the
not
now.
Again. A blast. Oh, will help. Actually, he might just get himself killed here. He's gonna get them both killed. And well, see you later, Venge. See you later, Clockwork. And well, possibly see you later on his Necro. Yep, he goes down as well. It is going to be all buybacks except from the Necro. Allison's going to move in. He has the flat cannon doing a ton of damage. A BKB of his own, but no one's dying.
Great read by Fnatic, backing up so quickly as they know the Morphling's coming in and hearing the buybacks as well.
Yep. That's the only way
sure
you
they didn't
lose.
Overextend.
Yeah, the flat cannon overextension into the Morph is definitely honestly the only way you probably lose this game, and they just back out quickly, as you say.
Yeah.
Well, we see his Venge. Obviously, a Lincoln's on the puck now, so I would say he's near impossible to kill, even more so than before. Gyro getting a Sanjin Yasha next, and 300 double-edge damage, which is just even more increased by the Veil, by the Ice Vortex, which is guaranteed after a stun every time.
Or even the Ghost Round from Necrophos.
Man, Fnatic looking so good. 33-8 right now. Abed, he's just like, you know, let's not end the game. Let me get to 25, see what I can do. Ice, just keeping the pressure up. And this is what they did last game. They stay near the base, but they don't go in it. They just look for the pickoffs. Someone's going to slip up eventually, and they're going to catch him.
I mean, you're both going to farm waves, right? But you have control of the neutrals, so Fnatic are going to be able to continue to stay and grow their gold lead over Admiral. And as you said, eventually a mistake is going to be made.
Rocket will scout out 3 of them. Abed just tanking some towers. He doesn't care. Even has his 28-minute raindrop. And well, they're just going to push on in. Obviously, Return helping do damage. Return actually against that ice armor, probably their best damage to towers. Weird to see. Abed, Lincoln's is pop. Do they want to do anything here? Abed's baiting him in. He's trying to see. He wants to bait him in. He's just going to pop out, do a ton of damage. And well, they're going to get this tier 3, it looks like, slowly, but they will. Maybe not. They might have to back out with that ice armor, with that glyph. Last creep will go down. Almost feels like you might just deny that tower, but they're going to leave it up for now. Now they're going to finally bring it down. Get the kill. MPs there. They don't have vision, as you see, of most of these heroes. Oh, but they find him. The Clockwork did get spotted in the trees. There comes the ulti from Gyro. Rocket is going to hit up on the Necro. They haven't committed too much because of that flat cannon, but Abed on the backside is killing him. He misses the hook shot. Nice dodge by Abed. MP just chasing heroes down in his gunship. DJ eating a lot of damage, but not as much as this Venge, and now they do find him again. Chainfrost will fly. Will it keep bouncing? No. Reaper Side's not going to do very much versus this Hood, and now frozen in place is the entire team. Good game played, and well, this, I think this was maybe the most dominating performance we saw besides maybe the Admiral Boom ID game, and Fnatic, just honestly, they look really good. I don't know what else to say.
They definitely do. I think this entire tournament has made Fnatic look really good.